Why don't companies send out rejection letters anymore? Either a mass amount of applicants so they don't feel like that's worth their time. A lot of times they hold on to your letter and don't want to formally reject you. They might reach out 8-12 months later when they have a downturn or need a need a fill. It's all fucked. I mean, the employers don't treat employees well and then expect to be treated well in return. It's not great. I'm really frustrated by that. I'm applying to so many jobs right now and getting no rejection letter. Yeah, it's lame. It's super lame. It would be not, I mean, the dream, and you do get this once you get out of entry level, and I've been in both situations, I'm gonna tell you, is like if they don't go with you, to tell you why. Just for example, when I'm so glad I didn't get this job, but before I went to NVIDIA, one of the jobs I was looking at was going to be the lead of marketing for an upcoming shooter game from Riot. And I was top 2. It was down to 2 people. It was me and this woman from Call of Duty. Anyway, didn't end up getting it. I ended up not liking Valorant at all, so good on me. But when I didn't get it, they gave me, they had a conversation with me about the things they picked over, So, but it helped understand. I was like, oh, a couple things I can work on. Although I know the exact reason I didn't get it, and I mentioned it in the story, but you can talk about that later. Didn't you say you hated CSGO or something? It was worse, dude. I was at a lunch with all the people, and I said I hated shooter games. So, they're not really for me. Oh my God, that was a tough one. Did you see that Elon has to get surgery so he can't fight Mark? Yeah, I didn't even include it in wins and fails today, even though I really should have, because Elon stuff is just a gold mine. Quick update. Elon said, hey, we're going to have the fight's back on. We're going to live stream it on X. Me versus Elon in the ring, live streamed on X. And then a few days later, he's like, oh, I have to get surgery. Oh, who knows? And the whole time, Zuckerberg was fucking troll posting over on Threads. He's the last person still posting there. And he was like, I'll believe it when you set a fucking date. There's no shot. There's no shot you're doing it. You're not going to follow through. I can tell. So anyway, it's been interesting. It's been good back and forth. I didn't get to include it in wins and fails, but hey, Truck, what kind of company size-wise is ideal for an entry-level position? Bro, the one that'll pay you, bro. Don't be so fucking picky on your first job, dude. Get out there in the world. No, I mean, there's 2 schools of thought, right? If you go to a startup for an entry-level job, you'll get a lot more responsibility. You'll get paid less. Sometimes the stock options go crazy and it's good, but generally you get paid less, but you get more responsibility. You get to wear more hats. You learn faster. And then a big company has more processes, more senior leadership you can learn from. Assuming your goal is learning, which it should be on your entry-level jobs. I'm not talking about physical hats, right? You understand that? It's a phrase used to meaning you do a lot of things. No, actually, I'm lying. You guys, I don't want to make you sad. You guys you wear 14 hats. If you work at a startup, you wear 14 hats. Baseball caps, top hats, sombreros. It's awesome. It's so cool. Don't turn down the job from Google and go to fucking a startup so you can wear all of these hats every day. It's so cool. I want to get my first job, but I'm scared I'll get fired for not being prepared. Should I just go for it? Or is there something I need to do? What? I mean, are you lying on your resume? Are you are you a Chinese translator and you can't speak Chinese? For most jobs, you learn on the job. The degree is mostly showing that you know how to learn. Maybe you get some basics, but you learn almost everything on the job. Someone said work incel. And it sounds like you're fine, bro. If you're thinking about it, you're fine. The people that would legitimately have this problem wouldn't think about it. One thing I would say is don't be afraid to ask questions, especially in your first 2 weeks to a month. You have this grace period. When you first started a company, it's green in 2 weeks, it starts to yellow by a month, and then after a month, it gets really bad. Ask questions, because in that first 2 weeks, anything you ask, everyone's happy to help. But if it's 2 months later, 3 months later, and you're asking questions, people get annoyed. Why the fuck do you not know this? Be annoying. Be annoying early so you're less annoying later. Use that window. It's very important. Hey, Shrek, I feel like we should legalize insider trading. I didn't know I had Congress people that watched me. Welcome, Dianne Feinstein. Do you think being a pilot is a good future-proof job? Sure. Taiwan, the war's gonna need a lot of pilots. Besides, even if they invent AI flying planes, they're gonna want a human there in the suit, in the hat, so the human passengers feel comforted. So you can just do that. Just practice looking like a pilot, you know? H-Rock, do you think Taiwan is worth a war? I don't know. I have no idea about what is worth it when it comes to war. I do know that the U.S. considers it strategically important enough to fight over because Taiwan makes all of the chips of the world. Not Lay's, not Fritos, but computer chips. They make the semiconductors, like all of the NVIDIA products are made in Taiwan. Every chip in your PS5, in your car, in your Honda, almost all that shit. Apple phones, a lot of their chips are made in foundries in Taiwan. I mean, TSMC just makes all the chips for like everything. And so Chinese controlling it would be bad. Yo, I work for Raytheon company and I found your dad. I feel weird. I shouldn't have this power. You shouldn't abuse that power. Are they hiring? I don't know if Raytheon's hiring. I do know that Raytheon's like one of the #1 most wanted Gen Z jobs, or like military contract, or like the top of the list. They like interviewed a bunch of Gen Z college graduates about where they want to work. It was like, you know, Raytheon and Lockheed were up there. Boeing. I don't know. It was maybe they just have great job security or something, or they pay well. They're the only companies at job fairs. Thanks everybody for the fun times when my dad was on stream. I'll have to tell you, I was very hungover yesterday. Yesterday was Sunday. Yeah, we oh my God, dude. It was so funny. So my dad and I threw back, I don't know, 13 shots or something on that stream. And I'm a lightweight. My dad was, even he was getting drunk, and I'm a lightweight. I was drunk. And then we went out to get tacos and we ran into this group of people. Maybe one of them's even watching now because they said we're going to check out the stream. With this group of people, and I met this girl who started working at Twitch like right after I left. And so we were just catching up on like, did it get as shitty as I thought? And she's like, yeah, it got worse. So I was just drunk talking. We were having a great time. It was awesome. And then I met this guy in that group who's like a 23-year-old Zoomer computer science graduate who turned down jobs from like big tech to go work for the American Cancer Association or something, and was making less money but fulfilled. And I was like, who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you? Why the fuck are you so emotionally mature? And that's crazy, bro. I would never do that at 23. I mean, the fact that he was even thinking about like fulfillment and there's more to life than just, I don't know. I was blown away. I don't know what they thought of me because I was drunk. I don't know. I thought I was being charming, but if I could flash back to it, it could be terrible. I have no idea, bro. And then I woke up the next day and I felt like absolute shit. I mean, Sunday I just was hungover all day. Sucked. Threw up. Bro, I haven't thrown up from drinking in so long. Oh God. What a crazy stream. I just sat down with my dad. We were both drunk. I mean, both hungover. Him less than me. We ordered a sandwich and we watched Sopranos. It was awesome. That's a perfect Sunday. Chilling with my dad. We both got drunk last night. We watched Sopranos. It was a huge W. It was a great weekend overall, honestly. Great time.